What's up? It's the Ruckus back with another review, action figure style. We are continuing our run through the X-Men Nemesis wave, number 4, and his name is Gambit. Remember it. Anyway, you see the logo below, you see the figure and the Build-A-Figure piece, and I just said you see the figure and you see that Gambit isn't attired the way we are used to seeing him. That's because this is the Age of Apocalypse version of Remy LeBeau. So this is how he appeared in that storyline. So we will get a better look when we get him out of package. And you see the logo X-Men down below. We have the brand up top there. We've got some nice artwork of Gambit on the side there. And we've got more down there below. And then on the back, we've got additional artwork. And of course, below are the 7 figures in this wave, 6 of which are needed to build Nemesis, which we see on our left. And we have a readout for Gambit. Gambit is sent on a mission to help correct the timeline and prevent the immortal villain Apocalypse from conquering Earth. That's kind of inaccurate because, quite frankly, in this timeline, Apocalypse already conquered Earth. We'll get to Gambit in a second, but as always, let's go over the accessories he comes with first. Starting with the Build-A-Figure piece, this is the right leg to get our Nemesis Build-A-Figure together. As always, we'll set it aside and we'll see what's what when we get to the end of our reviews of the individual figures. So we got that. We also have a pair of fists. And that's about it in terms of anatomical accessories. But we also get his bow staff. You know, you can't have a Remy LeBeau, a Gambit, without this. And yeah, don't expect playing cards in the Age of Apocalypse, so we didn't get one of those or any of those. As far as the figure itself, what we're working with here, we've got Remy LeBeau in his Age of Apocalypse attire. You see he's got a cape, or it's more like a blanket over his back, but no, it's a cape. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a hood or not. I can't remember if he actually wore a hood in the storyline, but that's what he has now, and it is separate. It's just around his neck, free floating, no peg in the back or anything like that. As far as his head sculpt is concerned, it's a pretty nice one. Kind of liking the look on that. Hasbro has maintained his look in terms of those, darkened-in eyes. So he still maintains that here. He's got the headband and, the hair. There's no wash in the hair. Still looks pretty nice. In terms of the rest of him, you see the costume. It's basically blue and, adorned with like a caramel brown, if you will, along the arms and the hands, and his belt, which is rising up on him, is also brown. He's got some paint, some gold paint for the buckle. That's pretty cool. And he's got gold paint for the buttons, the clasps on the belt there, and they actually go around to all of his pouches. So I'm surprised, Hasbro. And then he's got the leg band around his right thigh. He's got the caramel brown knee pads, and then of course the boots, looking pretty stylish. He actually has paint on the boots. Look at that. You see that? The rings on the boots. He's got 3 rings on his right boot and a single ring on his left. That's pretty accurate. That's crazy right there. I got to give Hasbro their flowers. So pretty nice. In terms of the articulation scheme, if I can get him to focus in here, looks pretty good right there. Okay. His head is on a ball hinge. The robe doesn't impede because you can actually pull it back to look up. and he can look down. No impeding from the cape, or whatever you want to call it. He does give you some tilt with the head, and of course you can 360 it. He can do better than the T-pose with his arms. He can rotate 360. Of course, you'll have to swing the cape out of the way. He's got butterfly joints, so he can rear back that far. And when you have the shoulder placed the right way, you can get him to clasp that way. It looks like he can actually, he might be able to, let me see what we got going on here. He looks like he may be able to get a little bit closer than most. He can. Look at that. Not bad at all. So then we've got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, pinless of course, swiveling wrists with horizontal hinges all over the place. He's got the ab crunch, so he can go this far forward. He can go that far back. I had to move the cape out of the way a little bit just so I can get a good grip. He's got a waist swivel. He can split this far apart. He can kick straight up 90. Not bad. Go back decently. He's got the thigh cut, double jointed knees, pinless of course, and no calf swivel. He can point his toe very nicely though. Go up that far. He's got very nice ankle pivot, holes at the bottom of the feet. It's all good with our guy, Age of Apocalypse, the AOA, Gambit. My right arm is a little bit jacked up when it's, trying to bring it in while the arm is forward. It seems to work fine when I lower the arm first. So, yeah, that. Oh, falling over. Let's get you standing there. Okay, there we go. That's our guy, Remy LeBeau, a.k.a. Gambit. And here's our Age of Apocalypse Gambit with the 616. And now that I've got them side by side, two things to take note of. 616 is taller than AOA, which is just, that's funny. And what may even be funnier is AOA was equipped with, you look at that left hand, look at the left hand. You see it's got the fingers in such a position that it can grasp cards, right? But no cards came with the figure, and rightfully so, they shouldn't. Fortunately for Gambit, he can charge up anything inanimate. And I know there was a time, at least, that he was actually able to charge organic. I don't know if he still possesses that or if it was temporary, but he can still charge up whatever. Like, he could charge up his bow staff if he wanted to. But I just found that kind of funny that they gave him a hand for to be able to wield cards, and he comes with none. Here's AOA Gambit with the other three figures from this wave that I've previously reviewed. We have the most recently reviewed X-Force Nightcrawler. We've got Fabian Cortez of the Acolytes and the Extreme X-Men's Wolverine. So what can I say about the AOA Gambit? Another addition to the Age of Apocalypse line of figures. There are a few more that I know I would like to have. I had made mention of one possible one in my last review, that about the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler, which would be an easy repaint. So there's one, and we've got several other characters from that storyline that we could possibly get figures from. But about this guy, I'm loving the what I think I have to just say, I am impressed, and that shows that the bar is pretty low. I'm impressed with the paint apps, the gold trim on the rings on the boots and on that buckle. On the belt itself, because the snaps even have some gold paint on it. It's pretty cool. The costume, of course, is basically accurate to the source material. The head sculpt is nice. Curious that we got the hand with the two fingers together, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't wield any cards, and he definitely didn't come with any. Yeah, that's pretty curious. But other than that, I mean, it's still a nice figure. I'm glad to add that to my Age of Apocalypse lineup. And I'm glad that I got it before, after all these years. I still have not displayed the second wave of Age of Apocalypse figures, if you can believe that. I had the first wave on display, but never cracked open the second. So that means, yep, you guessed it, I never put together Age of Apocalypse Colossus either. But that's going to happen very soon. Anyway, what do you guys think about Gambit from the Age of Apocalypse here in the X-Men Nemesis wave? Let me know in the comments below. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. And we're going to keep marching on. We're 4 deep now, so we got another 3 to go. And we will be back with another one next time. Until then, peace.